Have you ever wondered why killer bees are called killer bees? Is it their deadly sting, their aggressive nature, or something more? Well, let's dive into the buzz about these fascinating creatures. The term killer bee might sound like a Hollywood concoction, but it's a real term used in entomology. It's the common name for what scientists call Africanized honeybees. These aren't your typical bees. They are a hybrid species, a mix of the Western honeybee with various African honeybees. Now you might be thinking, why killer? That's pretty harsh, isn't it? Well, the answer lies in their behavior. These bees are notoriously aggressive. They're like the bouncers of the bee world. And when they feel threatened, they don't just send out a couple of bees to check out the situation. Oh no. They swarm in their hundreds, even thousands. That's right, a single disturbance can trigger an avalanche of buzzing fury. And that's not all. They chase the perceived threat for over half a mile. Talk about holding a grudge, right? But let's be clear. These bees didn't earn their ominous nickname because of some nefarious intent. They're not out there plotting and planning. It's all about survival. In the wild where they come from, they face a lot of threats. So they've evolved to be more defensive, more aggressive. It's their way of protecting the hive, ensuring the survival of their species. So when you hear the term killer bee, it's not just about the potential harm they can cause. It's a testament to their survival instincts, to their resilience. It's about a species doing whatever it takes to thrive in a world full of threats. So the term killer bee is not just a scary nickname, it's a testament to their aggressive survival instincts. And that, my friends, is the buzz about killer bees. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of these extraordinary insects. But what exactly makes a killer bee a killer bee? Is it all about aggression or is there more to it? Well, let's dive into the unique characteristics of these buzzing creatures and see what sets them apart from the rest of the bee world. First things first, killer bees, scientifically known as Africanized honeybees, are actually smaller than other bees. But don't let their size fool you, these tiny warriors pack a punch. Their stingers are just as potent as their larger cousins, and they're not afraid to use them. Now, speaking of defense, this is where killer bees really earn their name. Unlike other bees that might give you a warning buzz or two, killer bees have a much quicker defensive response. They don't waste time on threats. If they perceive a danger to their hive, they will attack en masse, with thousands of bees swarming the intruder within a matter of seconds. And it doesn't stop there. Once riled up, killer bees have been known to chase a threat for a distance of up to half a mile. That's right, half a mile. So if you've stirred up a hive, you'd better be ready for a marathon, because these bees are relentless in their pursuit. But why are they so aggressive? Well, it's all about adaptation. Killer bees are native to the tropical climates of South America, where they face many predators. This has led them to develop a more aggressive defensive strategy to protect their hives. And it's this adaptation that has allowed them to thrive in areas where other bees might struggle. On top of that, killer bees are more adapted to tropical conditions. They can tolerate warmer temperatures and are more resistant to drought, making them well-suited to survive in a variety of challenging environments. So, there you have it, from their smaller size to their quick defensive response, to their persistence in chasing threats and their adaptation to tropical conditions, it's clear that there's more to killer bees than just their infamous aggression. These unique characteristics make killer bees a fascinating, albeit dangerous species to study. Now the million-dollar question, how dangerous are killer bees really? Let's delve into the potential danger of these buzzing creatures, also known as Africanized honeybees. The immediate assumption might be that killer bees have a venom that is far more potent than that of regular honeybees. But surprisingly, that's not the case. The venom of a killer bee is no more powerful than that of their more docile cousins, the European honeybees. So, why are they called killer bees then? The answer lies in their behavior. Killer bees are incredibly aggressive. When disturbed, they don't just send out a few soldiers to defend their hive. Instead, they mobilize the entire colony, which can consist of thousands of bees. This mass attack significantly increases the risk of severe injury or even death. A single bee sting might only cause mild discomfort, but imagine being stung by hundreds or even thousands of bees at once. Furthermore, killer bees are relentless in their pursuit. While a regular honeybee might give up chase after a few yards, a killer bee will follow you for more than a quarter of a mile. Their tenacity and aggression make them a real threat to those who unwittingly disturb their hives. But the threat of killer bees extends beyond the physical harm they can cause to humans. They are considered an invasive species in many regions, disrupting local ecosystems and honey production. They outcompete local bee populations for resources, reducing biodiversity and impacting the pollination process, which is crucial for many plant species. Additionally, their aggressive nature makes them a menace for beekeepers. They often take over the hives of more docile bee species, which can have a significant impact on honey production. So, while the term killer bee might initially seem like an exaggeration, it becomes clear that these small creatures can pose a large threat. Their aggressive nature, coupled with their invasive tendencies, makes them a significant concern. Despite their small size, killer bees pose a significant threat, both to individuals and ecosystems. So, what can we do to coexist with these creatures in our environment? Well, the key lies in understanding their behavior and taking necessary precautions. Killer bees, like any other creatures, respond to threats. Therefore, avoiding actions that they may perceive as threats can help in peaceful coexistence. For instance, loud noises and quick movements near their hives can provoke these bees. If you stumble upon a hive, it's best to move away calmly and quietly. If you're pursued by a swarm, seek immediate shelter. Remember, killer bees are more likely to attack in groups, so it's crucial to escape their vicinity as quickly as possible. But, what if you find a hive in your backyard? Well, that's when professional help comes in. Pest control experts are trained to safely remove hives, ensuring minimal disruption to the bees while keeping you safe. By understanding and respecting their behavior, we can reduce the risk of deadly encounters and learn to live with killer bees.